Well, today was finals day, also. This one's going to be a little bit shorter. So for me, momentum was actually pretty good. I am not going to lie. So yesterday, I planned to go to the store pretty early because I need to go ahead and get something. And what I did, y'all, is that today, sleep inertia kind of slowed me down, to be honest. Like, sleep inertia is kind of an enemy because when I did actually end up waking up early, it took me like 20 minutes to overcome like my sleep inertia to actually get moving and drink some water. But I mean, it's always something that I have a struggle with, to be honest. But at least right around 6 a.m., I eventually woke up. Well, not woke up, I already got ready and then we headed out. The thing is, y'all, if you guys want to know what I got, I need to go get shaving razors because I wanted to shave my leg hair and peach fuzz off. Like, I know this is not something I'd say, even though I have made like a shaving video tutorial before. Let's just say, I'm not a big fan of leg hair. I am not a big fan of peach fuzz, so I like to keep myself polished. Think of it like this, y'all. There's a difference between a white boy and a white boy with a mustache. I just want to be a white boy, so I'll leave it like that. Now, going on into zero period. Zero period went pretty fine. All right, I went to the cafeteria. I kind of hesitated for a little bit because there was like a ton of people to talk to. So for me, what I did, y'all, is that I just interacted with like the other random person. If you're watching this right now, big credits to you. And the thing is, y'all, the general thought of it is like the environment of the cafeteria is that, quote unquote, well, you guys wake up early. I don't even come here until later sometimes, quote unquote. Like, I know in high school, a lot of people got a lot of responsibilities, so like, I understand why, but it still surprises me. Some people do wake up pretty early, so big thing for that. Of course, I hesitated, but I eventually talked to like someone. And to this random person, if you're watching, I already said it before. Big credits to you. But next up is that my other friend, if you are also watching this, credits to you. I'm big giving like free shout outs to you. I tried to meet you in the other building, but the bell rang. But regardless, I do appreciate your efforts. So big thing for that. Now we'll skip straight down to my finals, yeah. As in terms for my final, it went pretty fine. My literacy class, I got a 35 out of 98, but some of them are still going to be graded. And then PE, we did have to have like 5 laps in 40 minutes. And anytime after that, it's like half credit. So I did it, yeah, but something interesting though that eventually happened. I was talking to this one kid. So basically, in terms of character development, what I learned in PEL is like someone I kind of feel bad for, to be honest. Right? So there's this kid who speaks. He's that type of guy that speaks tough and speaks directly to a lot of people, like more direct than me. So basically, as we were walking, he hit me with his little shoe tie. This type of kid is like that person to do random things, and he's like that type of person to play tough. Think of it like that. Asked him about life. I tried to probe into his personality, and this is kind of what I learned, to be honest. So I'm beginning to get why he doesn't talk with others. He doesn't interact with other people as much. Asked him about LA, and then like what I would do. Like for me, if I was in LA, I'd probably be streaming doing this video right now. But what he said about the homeless people in LA is that he would quote unquote use an Armalite 15 rifle to get rid of homeless people. You guys get that. I'm already steering on words right here. Now, I tried to deflect, like, saying nah, alright? Only if the homeless people had, like, a machete coming straight up at me, only would they have their own trouble. But, like, not just, like, off of the streets like that. Like, no. Like, there has to be a there. If there's no there, then it's unreasonable. The thing is, y'all, I'm beginning to realize, see, y'all, if you guys did see a homeless person with a machete, obviously he would use your stuff or just run away, I guess. But for him, he just said that he would do it right on the spot, even if they're not armed. So that kind of worries me, I'm not gonna lie. But look, jump to something else. I told him about Latina girls, and he said, quote unquote, don't ever challenge a Latina unless you know how to defend yourself, quote unquote. I tried to say back, y'all, in terms of dating quote unquote, Latinas are neither overrated or underrated. It's just that a lot of people pick on them too much. Why not the others, quote unquote? And yeah, he lightly tapped my throat with his fist that he said, quote unquote, that's how Latinas fight. Like, it's that type of tap that like would knock out someone with enough energy. So it's definitely that. I'm still beginning to realize that, wow, this is so serious. Again, I cannot reveal all details in respect to this guy. He is still a person. He's still someone that deserves mutual respect. But I'm beginning to realize that why this guy acts tough, why he does what he does. I'm beginning to realize is that to know the origin point of where this is all coming from is to know what happened. So I cannot reveal all the details. I can only put it in as much protection as I can, but also see why. It's a we'll say y'all is that his mother is no longer alive, not by natural means. And then I say his father isn't exactly well what people think of a good father to be, quote unquote. And I'd say he's currently under other people right now. So I'm beginning to really understand like these events that go on behind this. This is what shapes a person. And as much as I say that this is absolutely something that's censored, that's why I have to sugarcoat and remove some details. In respect to him, what I'm beginning to say is that the origin point when we talk about it in terms of enlightenment, I'm beginning to realize that his state of nature has been influenced. None of this was his fault in the first place. Like his attitude, like how he treats me, it's not something that he's looking to destroy. It's just a defense of what was given. Then, to be honest, I might talk more of them later on because he really does someone and he needs a friend, so I'll try my best. On to some lighter notes. Between finals, y'all, it went fine. That other one friend who talks to me like online, you tried to hang out with me even though there's like 4 minutes left. Like at the cafeteria line, had to get snacks takes so long. I know that 10 minutes you only have like 1 minute left to eat your food, but guys, you're not able to see me. I was kind of dumb too because I didn't see you either. I still appreciate the effort. So really, again, there's like the third shout out this video, but yeah, thanks, thank you so much. Now, at the end of finals, y'all, I decided to breathe in and take in what everyone else was doing. Like after everybody was done walking, out of all the whispers that I heard, other people said like, "What things were you doing? Like, what are you gonna be doing later on?" I heard one didn't even use a cheat sheet during the final. Others were practically with their boyfriends and girlfriends, and then there were like a few other people that just walked around, kind of chill. That teacher from last year, she was kind of walking around too. There are some other people who are also walking. It's like a lot of the people from the ones that I've met last year, to the ones that I've met today, to the ones that I've still met like friend groups very much, they're all walking around. So yeah, good stuff. I call them like the local group. Like if we need help, we usually come up to them, but only as a last resort. But interesting then enough. But then again, at the end, as I was actually beginning to leave after taking that in, one of that boys from that math group that I was talking to y'all yesterday, as I was walking down, this dude scared me. And like as I was startled, I said, quote unquote, what the fuck, quote unquote. Not because I was rude, y'all. Like I did not mean to be rude because I got surprised. Like I thought someone was about to attack me, so like I thought I was about to like defend myself right there. So like I said to him, trying not to scare me like that. Like just lightly tap my shoulder, just tap. Whatever the case is, he told me his score about what do you call that? His final, and let's say it was not pretty good. He told me he got a 67 out of 100. He knows like they laugh at the name too much, but regardless, though, he said his day was fun. My day was fun. We exchanged short talkings, and I found that pretty good to be honest. Now back to me after finals. As I went home, I was super hungry, so I went to go eat at my house, but I ate the wrong things. You see, the human natural instinct is that when you're hungry, you want to eat meat. You want to consume that meat and get something good out of it. And I need that protein. I need that bacon. I need whatever meat is. So for me, I end up eating the wrong things because I am pretty lazy when I'm cooking. Like, yeah, sure, shrimp is great, but like my taste buds want something else. I want to cook bacon, but it was frozen, so I ended up eating like a steamed spicy pork bun and a bunch of pork and beans and a little bit of corn. And let's say, my stomach isn't doing its justice properly. And also, let's say that I don't like spicy foods, but I was kind of forced to because I was super hungry. But I mean, as for this day, this is the day as it is. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but how's your day?